Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of Gadda's Let's Play as the Aztecs in EU4. Where we left off, we had been considering a peace deal, decided to go against it. We were just going to peace out Tlaxcala and Totonac, and instead we said, you know what, might as well go all the way, and we'll also vassalize Tarascon because that will give me the 5 vassals that I would need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm probably also going to take a couple of provinces in this war, so let's continue. The last part, these guys started going up around. I think they're either going to go try and unsiege like some of the capitals or something. I don't think that I can fight them right now because they have some useful traits. My leader has some good traits too right now, but theirs just happen to be better. Plus, he has 2,000 more men in his army right now because my vassals are occupied with sieging, which means that I'm just going to wait for that. Overall, I would say that this war is going pretty well so far. I started it. It was kind of risky for me to start. I was a little bit worried about how I was going to perform with troop counts and all that, but my 2-star general, my 344 king general pulled through pretty well. And everything went well. I'm actually going to shift consolidate regiments here and probably split off the wounded regiments so that they don't fight. He's actually abandoning his siege there, it looks like. Tlaxcala with another peace deal. Alright, these guys are going in. So we have to go in. It looks like that's this last-ditch effort pretty much here. Yeah, pretty handily defeated. In fact, I really didn't lose many men at all. My vassals mostly did. And that ended up going well for me. Ah, 1 regiment here. I should be able to crush him. Yep, handily. And we're going to just quickly take this back. Bad omens. After a tense study of the skies and the relevant calendars, our priests agree that everything indicates that harsh and troubling times are ahead. As commoners and nobles alike prepare for what is to come, many will attempt to save themselves from the bad time by spilling some of their own blood. Sacrifice some of my own blood to the gods, lose 10 doom, lose 50 admin, sure. Does that kill my heir? No. I don't know, just loses me 50 admin. It's not that bad, really. Think about it. Alright, that fort is about to fall, which means that we can march on the capital. I should just co-belligerate in Tarascon probably, but dang, that costs more than 100 war score. That's unfortunate. Wow, so I should really just take like these provinces or something from them. That's unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to vassalize them. Ugh. Immediately. I mean, at least my doom is going to stay low. Peace treaty is 10 years if I do this, but I think that's just what I gotta do, so. It's like 12 if I take the money. 14 if I take the money. Ugh, this is just gross. It's a gross situation. I wish I should have checked that earlier, but I still just think it's better overall. The problem is that everything is increased cost because I didn't co-belligerent them. But they're also allied with Quiche. If I had done that, I definitely would not have been able to win that war. So I guess it's overall gain, but it's just slower than I would have wanted it to be. And now that I look at this, I honestly don't think I should take any provinces from them right now. Because I'm going to take these 3 and the money and vassal them both. Yeah. I'm just going to end the war here. because that gains me a lot of land which is good. And it also gains me 2 new vassals, which is good. I'm not married to these guys, so I'm just going to dissolve the alliance to stop taking up slots. They have a very high liberty desire, don't they? Relative power is very high of all these guys. That's not good for me, really. Especially without an ally. If they start banding together to try and kill me. They do have... These guys all do have peace treaties with me, though, which means they will not break truce. Nice. These guys I have a truce with until 69. Wow, so I ended up getting an 11-year truce with them anyway. Kokomes and Itza. Oh boy, I have a lot of stuff to take care of, don't I? You know what? I think I'm going to just raise autonomy in these places because the land really isn't worth that much anyway. Look, yeah, 5 development, 3 development. Land's not worth much, but the unrest is a lot of problems. Gives a lot of problems, so this one is worth a decent amount, but I still just think better to raise unrest. Or better to, raise autonomy now and just let it tick down. As I slowly grow and develop. I still have about 100 years before I get in danger zone. So, about that time, I do need to focus down and make sure that I can keep out the New Worlders. Until I have a strong enough base to be able to adapt their ways and westernize. So it should be tough. I mean, this campaign is not going to be easy for me by any means, but I'm going to try my best. Like I said, I'm not a fantastic EU4 player. I'm sure that you can see that by now, but I'm trying. I really am. These guys all have just such high liberty desire. It's that relative power to me. They all think that they're so much stronger than me, which is not good for me. Maybe if I can ally one of these guys, that'll help me. Like, Shu. I broke alliance with Colima. I really shouldn't have. That was dumb. The extra alliance slot is insignificant in the end. In like the grand scheme of things. I just did that because I was worried. No, it's important, it's imperative that I stay allied with these guys, pretty much, because they have that should help with these vassals too, and it should just be very useful in general. Yeah, I mean, that should help us a lot in terms of the vassals being like, well, we're not quite as strong as that then, which is important. Things should just keep getting easier and easier though from here, that's really the goal, so. And the estates demand control. These guys, how much do they want? 10%. Well, let's give them some crap land. How about that? High autonomy. Wait, is it these guys? I thought it was the merchants. No, it is these. Oh, let's give them something else crappy. Wrong culture, so we'll just give them this. And that should make them happy. Plenty happy. Nobles demand old rights. Okay, reject, loses stability, or gain monthly autonomy change. Everywhere. For 10 years. That's garbage. Alright, just lose the stability and buy back. How much does it cost? 95. That's like nothing. Earthquake, oh no. Each and every citizen of Tenochtitlan awoke at once this morning as a powerful earthquake shook the entire city, destroying several buildings and even some of the temples. To the great relief of commoner and noble alike, however, the city and most of its inhabitants remained unharmed. The fact that the destruction of the fifth sun and the end of this age will come in the form of massive earthquakes that will destroy all living things is known to even the smallest child. We must thank the gods that have helped us keep this world alive for sparing us today. So I can praise Tezcatlipoca, god of providence and ruler of the night. I lose manpower. That's not good because I don't have any. Lose 50 admin and lose 10 doom, but the blessing I get for 5 years is -2 unrest and +1 legitimacy. The damage by earthquake is going to be here no matter what. Sipetotec, I lose a lot of manpower, but I gain prestige and discipline. Patron of war and god of the sun gives me some extra morale and lose a little bit of manpower. God of wisdom gives me stability, cost, prestige. I think the morale is most important. And I'm going to say, since I have 0 manpower, that losing doesn't really matter. Okay. I got some red boys. Not that much, but there's some crocodiles up there. Crocodile Dundee. And of course, Central America. I'm not actually sure, in the grand scheme of things, what's the best to do once I have colonization. Once I have colonists, I'm not really sure what the best way to go is, honestly. Pretty much all this stuff is not very good. Same with a lot of this. A lot of this stuff is all just 3 development. But it lets me go up towards California and stuff, which is good. I think I should try and at least go up to the river, you know, be Mexico. I should try and cover all of what this game considers colonial Mexico, I guess. My vassals are still disloyal, but not as disloyal anymore. Which is, you know, I mean, that's better. At least they're less disloyal. Hopefully I shouldn't need their help in the next war anyway. That would be the goal, would be to be self-sufficient by next war. So I need one more vassal. I have to fight Itza and Kokomis. 16. Kiche and Shu. 17. Kiche and Taraskan. 17. I have to fight a lot either way, so it's pretty much just like, who do you want to fight again in one more big war? That's the question. I guess this is going to be Taraskan because these guys are like that. No, everything else is too far away. But I have to wait 7 years. So for 7 years I just have to not do much. Which isn't that good. So let's look at development. Cost. 80 in my lowest. That's pretty good. The thing is, pretty much all these provinces are garbage in terms of like terrain. It's either jungle or highlands. There's nothing. Oh, these are just hills, hills, hills. So these aren't as bad hills. Dry lands. Steppes, drylands, or just jungle, straight jungle. My terrain is really pretty much all bad. Okay. Manpower's still low, which is fine. Okay. Many land donations are quite old, and while they are always written down, both landscape and names may well have changed since the donation was originally written. Recently, the Tlamakazke have been accusing several members of the Tetekushen of outright land theft in the form of encroaching on lands donated to the Tlakamazek long ago. The Tetekuten, on the other hand, argue that it is the Tlamakazeka who are trying to seize land areas that they do not own. Whoever we decide to side with will become the majority landholder in the area. So, either way, so basically either the nobles or the priests gain land, or I can just do this and they all hate me. But who matters more is really the question. I'd rather side with the nobles. There you go. Giving the manpower recovery speed and the lower maintenance, that'll help me a lot. That'll help me quite a bit. So I'm gonna side with the nobility on that one. now that I'm pretty much waiting, I guess I could talk about some ideas I've had for future expansion. So I think I've pretty much decided that colonizing further north is the way to go, just because it gets me more towards land that is valuable. If I can go up towards California or up towards like New Orleans and stuff, I have access to more trade routes. And this part of the New World takes longer for Europeans to get access to colonize. So if I can colonize Mexico, California, like the West Coast and parts of the West, that'll be a lot better for me, because South America is already going to be full by the time I'm going to be able to colonize down there. Same with the Eastern Seaboard, and really probably even a lot of the Midwest. So that's pretty much what I'm planning on expanding to. Alright, that'll do it for this episode, I guess. So next time, we're just waiting until 1469 to be able to invade Tarascon, get my 5th vassal, and pass my first reform of my religion, first of 5 reforms. The clock is counting down, so we'll see how far we can make it. But thank you for tuning in this time. It's been me, your host Gadda, and thank you for enjoying. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, or leave a comment telling me why you think it sucks, or dislike it if you don't like it. Any response is good response for me. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.